The Global Positioning System, or GPS, is a network of orbiting satellites that send precise details of their position in space back to Earth, to receivers. The satellite signal is acquired by a GPS receiver, such as a navigation device, or as one in a car, or a GPS watch for a runner, to calculate speed, location, and time at a certain point. Now, this invention was developed by Evan Getting, Brad Parkinson, and Roger Easton, who all played a part in it. Now, today, there are currently 28 operational GPS satellites orbiting the Earth at this very moment. They are at around 21,000 kilometers away from the Earth, which is very far. And each satellite can complete one orbit around the Earth in 12 hours, so they orbit the Earth twice a day. Now, a GPS signal contains 3 bits of information when it sends it down to a receiver: a pseudorandom code, an FRS data, and almagnic data, and that tells them how fast they're going, where they are, and what time it is. Now, each satellite that is in orbit allows the receiver to detect it. Each satellite that is in an orbit is capable of detecting a receiver, and a receiver, such as the GPS watch right here, has to connect to at least 4 operational satellites to be able to find its location. So, the satellites send out microwave signals to a receiver, where the built-in computer uses the signals to work out the precise distance from each of the 4 satellites. In this picture right here, there's 3 satellites, 1, 2, 3, and that's where the GPS receiver would be. So it uses childrenation. So it's a circle, and they find out where if they're equidistant, and they find out where they intersect, and then that's where your location is. So they triangulate your exact position, and then the GPS receiver gets the signal from each of the 4 satellites, and the satellites, they transmit the bits of information at the exact same time to the receiver. And by subtracting the time the signal was transmitted from the time it was received, the GPS can tell how far it is from each satellite. Now, the GPS receiver also knows the exact position in the sky of the satellites at any moment, because it has to connect to them first. And once the signal is received by the GPS, you can calculate the distance by subtracting the time between the device, the delay based between the time the signal was sent and the time when it was received. And that's the primary principle behind GPS.